Hello, everyone, and welcome to the worst named playlist in the world, the playlist podcast, even the Sick Guys podcast. I'm Harrison, and this is really awkward. So let's go over to everyone. Does everyone want to introduce themselves? Starting with this guy. Yeah, that way, that way.
Which way is that way?
The point you obviously.
You. Right. Well, everyone already knows who I am. I'm Macaulay, and I'm a sick guy. So there we go. Harry. Oh shit, I've said your name. You're supposed to introduce yourself, aren't you? I've already said your name. You're supposed to go, I'm Harry.
I'm Harry.
Okay.
And I've been accepted to be a sick guy. So I'm very blessed to be accepted to be a sick guy. And the next guy.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
I'm a sick guy.
This is a car crash.
Harrison looks so disappointed in me. I'm sorry.
Say your name. Say your name.
Chris,
man.
what are you called? Chris, what are you called?
Oh, right, Chris. My name's Chris.
All right.
Let's move on.
So, the point of this podcast
like a
is
lot
to
of brain
basically
cells.
talk about several things.
Yeah, for the podcast.
Those things are random. They could be funny. They could be serious. We don't know. The lads don't know what the topics are. You guys have picked them. I've got some. Mac has given some in, but overall we don't know what they are. So we're going to go for the first topic, which is rating fast food. So let's take you through to the brilliant fast food rating board.
That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't expect it to be that
Chris
sick.
is gone, by the
I
way.
need to actually stop
Chris
saying
is done.
sick because people think I'm saying it on purpose. But
I was getting ready.
it is.
All right, so we're going to
Some
rate
values.
fast food places. Okay.
Well, what we're counting as fast food? Are we like saying like stuff like Domino's as well as
It's
fast
food that's
Or is that-
fast.
I would say Domino's is fast food.
So it
Domino's
doesn't
is
take a long time to
Domino's
make.
is the first place you went to. That, like, of all the
Well,
pizza
that's the
places,
one because I
Domino's
think
is
it's the most popular, but it's not my most favourite. I don't think.
Okay.
I think Domino's is
Alright.
overpriced, and there's too
I
much
agree.
dough.
It's
I'd
pizza.
second that. I don't think Domino's
It's
should be
too
on the list.
doughy. I also think Pizza Hut is underrated, and it's betterly priced. Is betterly a word? Betterly.
Do you work for them or something? You on commission?
I think-
Betterly priced?
I actually think the best is Papa John's.
That no.
I wouldn't say
I
the
rate
best fast food.
I rate Papa John's over
Papa
Pizza
John's
Hut.
is perfect, man. Sorry.
I
So-
rate Papa John's over it. I love how
I'm
we've
gonna
just
put
only
Papa
gone.
John's in there. What do you reckon, Papa John's is
Yeah,
seven
but
or
there's
eight?
shit pizza and there's good pizza.
Yeah,
Papa John's is
Like,
good pizza.
yeah. Pizza Hut's for me is the worst one. I don't rate it.
No, I think I think out of Domino's and Pizza Hut's better than Domino's. Because Domino's
Really?
is just dough. It's just loads of dough.
But the dip,
You
the
can sit in
dip.
Pizza Hut too.
Garlic and herb. Yeah.
Oh, you've got me there. You've got me there.
I also wouldn't put Domino's or pizza on this list, but I would consider Papa
Nah.
John's for it.
I put
No,
pizza as a whole. I'd put pizza like generally on the list, but I wouldn't specify brand
Wagamama's
of
has got
pizza.
it.
I need to make the menu smaller, the list smaller then, because we're going to run out of food types.
What it wasn't nice what you just put. sandwich.
I'm going to put what I think is the best one, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Right, go on.
Barbarita. That's the best. That's fucking.
Without
I would
doubt.
say it's nice.
I've also
It's
probably
bloody
spelt it wrong as
expensive.
well.
Nah, that's not the best for me.
Barbarito. I don't know.
All I'm going to say is I'm typing
Yeah,
this
Chris
on
is
this
fed
list,
up. Chris don't like that opinion.
This is
Chris
like
thinks
that.
Chris is fucked off.
Have we
Nah,
got
Chris, you don't get
Wagamama's
this,
on
do
this
you?
list? Oh, just you said that we were coming on at like
Chris,
6:15.
right,
so
when
I was
you've got the munchies, what's your go-to takeaway?
Yeah.
Wagamama's.
Wagamama's. Is that a takeaway? Does Wagamama's class as takeaway?
Wait, does
I'd
the
say it's more a
Wagamama's.
restaurant.
Pizza Hut's
See,
a
I think
restaurant.
Nando is Nando's count?
There you
No,
go.
I
See?
think
Nando's count.
I'd say Nando's
I think
isn't.
we have to. I think we have to disclude Nando's, Pizza Hut, and Wagamama's because they're restaurants.
Okay.
It's not fast food. I'd say, yeah. Not, anywhere where you have to sit down and wait is not fast food.
All right.
Yeah, it's like you just order and get it.
Chinese, easy.
I think for me, Chinese is the top because when I'm craving,
Chinese is
when I'm
not the
craving
top.
something, I'm like,
Fast food, that's a takeaway.
get me that prawn toast.
Chinese
Yeah,
is
but
so
what's
shit.
Get me that salt and pepper chicken immediately. Not you.
Salt and pepper
I mean,
chicken's
like that's
the
what
only
everybody's
thing
craving
in
out
Chinese
for.
that I like.
Chinese is not rubbish. No, I'm not having that.
It's not up.
Chinese is definitely like top three.
Chinese.
Yeah,
Indian
Chinese
is
is
better
top
than
tier like
Chinese.
takeaway.
Chinese is top three. It's got to be. When you get those delicious little crunchy little prawn crackers and you've got a bit of curry sauce and it's just
I'll put it in. No.
it's got to be. It's like world renowned.
It's either one or two. It's got to be. It's one or two.
I will put it in.
I think Indian's overrated. I don't really crave Indian.
Indians.
Chinese. I fancy a korma.
There is way more flavour in Indian.
I had a biryani yesterday, man. It was well nice.
I was
like 10 o'clock at night.
Indian would be second. Chris, what are you actually eating?
Yeah, what are you eating now?
Curry.
Is it a takeaway?
It's a takeaway. Yeah.
Alright, so you got Chinese. Is that Chinese?
It's from a Chinese, but it's like fish and chips without the fish. Chips.
So it's chips. You dickhead.
Where would you put Chippy?
Huh?
Yeah, Chippy's up there, man.
Independent,
like the top one.
Chippy's. I'd say Chippy's like number 2 or 4.
I'd say it's 4.
Because I like chips. Like chippy chips, not like. Do you know what I mean? Like KFC chips are a bit shit.
That's such a good segue.
And I don't know, KFC's decent as well.
Where do we start putting? Because there's one I really disagree with in all this, which is McDonald's. I don't think McDonald's should be anywhere near classed as a good.
It's nice when you're hungover. Like when I'm hungover, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I really want Mackey's when I'm hungover.
Or it's like 3
bagels.
Yeah, then it makes me feel like shit. But I don't know because I used to work there, and it didn't really put me off because they had Mackey's every shift. Like when it's just in front of you, just open the trays and just eat the nuggets. And
did you ever get employed
McDonald's?
Matt, did
put
you
me
ever
on
get
fries,
employed
didn't like me. Nah, they used to put me on fries all the time, little pricks. You just get salt in your fucking. Sorry, that's off topic. Fuck Mackey's.
You got that.
You got employee of the month?
Yeah, bro. Got that,
right,
bro.
well, that's pissed me off.
It's still not going on this list.
No, definitely not on the list now because it's pissed me off. Employee of the month. Right.
No.
KFC's got to be on the list.
I really rate KFC.
Right, yeah. Just mainly because of the gravies.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I like KFC.
I feel it's the best value for money.
KFC you can sit inside.
What about Subway?
Subway's good. I reckon that just scrapes the list. I reckon that's a 9 out of 10. But I've never really sat there and gone, I really fancy a Subway.
But then when you get one, I bet you really like it though.
Yeah. That was weird, yeah. Yeah.
So what are we saying? Are we saying 7 or 9?
I'd say number 10, personally.
Harry?
Are we putting Greg's in this?
I'd put it a bit higher.
Oh,
I was thinking maybe like 6 or 7.
6 or 7. So let's say.
Let's meet in the middle and go number 10.
Oh, right, okay.
Chris, when you put Subway, you're basically deciding vote, Chris. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it
Oh.
6, 7, 9, or 10?
9.
Fucking hell, mate. I've got one on my team at some point.
The tension in that was horrendous.
All right.
Right, Greggs, man. Greggs is just elite level stuff, man. The value for money. You can go in with a £5 and you buy the full shop. It's incredible. And there's Greggs popping up everywhere. It's so convenient. God, I love Greggs. I don't even get my point across here. I fucking really like Greggs.
Yeah, you do.
So I think that's got to be. I think that's got to be top 5. And I think something in that top 5 now needs to be moved because Greggs is just. I'm not getting my point across. You can go in for breakfast and £2, a sausage butty and a coffee. Was it £2.50? Sorry, I think I spoke over you all. I'm just passionate about Greggs.
I'd shift Chippy maybe down to 6 and then put Greggs in between like 3 or 4.
I think that's
because Greggs is just convenient. It's convenient.
It's just
What's the
convenient.
God takeaway?
Greggs. So Greggs is 4, and we're going to put Greggs at number 1. God, I'm hot. Right.
All right. What about
I've got one. I don't think Go on.
And look at the is it Archie's and stuff like that? And what's the milkshake?
I've never had Archie's.
Oh, just dessert places.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
Do they go anywhere? Because I don't really get them, but
they are nice.
I don't know, like milk. Just the milkshakes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just sweet stuff.
Oh, excuse me, I was thinking.
Depends how much.
KFC should be on the list. Crush'ems.
Yeah, Crush'ems are nice.
Yeah.
Oh, but McFlurries, now that I feel like that gives Mackey's a shout. Because I'm struggling here to think of anything that's better than Chinese and Greggs.
That's what I mean. What's going to be number 1 and 2?
This is.
What's the God?
I would quite happy. Chinese will not go at number 1 ever. Indian is always above Chinese, without a doubt. It's actually got flavour.
No,
Chinese.
Chinese have just got salt and pepper. That's the only flavour.
That's all you need, mate. Keep it simple. We don't need all this fucking mental paprika, bloody oregano, salt and pepper. Keep it simple. Just how I like it.
Can I just check with one? Can I just check that one's definitely not going on this list, and that's Burger King?
The chips are shit. Ooh. Actually, funny story, right? So I've always been told to say what I think from a very young age, right? And when I was 3, I was in Burger King with Mum and Dad, and I didn't like the chips. So I stood up on the table, I started waving the chips about, going, the chips are shit, the chips are shit. Oh, that's me. That's my face. And then obviously Mum and Dad were embarrassed. The thing is, right, there's actually not a point to this story because it's going to end pretty swiftly. Basically, that's the story, just me waving chips about saying the shit. And then we're a bit embarrassed. I got told to come down, and then there we go, I've not lived it down. So yeah, Burger King not on the list.
No, yeah, it's not going on the list.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, it's one of them where you start a story and then halfway through you go, "This is a bit shit," and that's just what's happened there. I do that a lot. Yeah, no Burger King.
I'm going to throw one really specific into the mix, which these two might not get, but Dave Wong's.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Dave Wong's gravy.
What did you say?
Dave Wong's gravy?
Yeah, but doesn't that kind of fall under the mix of chippy and Chinese? Like,
that's Chinese.
What does gravy fall under?
You are.
Gravy's not a takeaway. Well. That's where you baptised him from the north, mate. No one else find that funny? I thought that was a fucking sick joke, and there was just no response, and now I feel really weird and awkward. Anyway, Burger King. Chips are shit. Right, if we're talking about level gravy, like KFC gravy is the best. I don't like Chinese gravy. I don't order. If I go for Chinese, I get curry sauce. I don't get gravy. I get gravy from the chippy with fish.
Is KFC on there purely just for gravy though?
You can't just put gravy.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, but you're just saying KFC just for like it's just the gravy.
Well, no, I like the chicken as well. Obviously, like I'm not a freak. I don't just baptize myself and pour gravy over my head.
You sure?
I wish bloody could though. That'd be great. Be a dream. I'm just really struggling to think of what can go at number 1 and 2. Oh god, it's mega, but it's well dear.
Is it?
Did you say Five Guys?
It's about 28 quid for a piece of lettuce.
And Five Guys has the best fries.
Like their chips are really good, and you get like loads more than you should do, especially ones like in the bottom of the bag. But like it's like 25 quid, isn't it?
It is nice. So I think I think that should go on the list. I think that sits in that little gap between Chippy and KFC.
Yeah, Five Guys is like elite. Like
it is really
nice.
Good. Yeah.
Just don't get Deliveroo because it goes a bit soggy. Just personal experience.
Have you ever ordered chips from somewhere?
Guys.
And they get like steamed up and it just tastes like cardboard.
Yeah. And then Deliveroo drivers don't give a fuck. They just literally throw the bag at your head.
I have one that I don't know if you can class it as a takeaway. But
it's got to be because that. Oh, Costa
Coffee.
Oh,
it's not a delivery. That's the only thing. But I'd say it's fast food because you can basically rock up and order it.
Yeah, but then could you start throwing in like IKEA meatballs in there? I don't know what that cough was for. I don't know. I did a weird cough after I said meatballs. Sorry, it's just not meant. Now it's a nervous cough. Anyway, IKEA meatballs.
Are we gonna put Indian on the list at least?
Yeah.
Indian should go on the list.
Put Indian like second.
But I don't think that's obviously.
I'm happy to do this. If we're putting Indian on, I'm happy to do this.
Chinese. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think any of what we've like. It's personal preference for me. Barburrito is like elite. I don't think there's anything better than Barburrito. If I could order anything, last meal of the lot would be Barburrito.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah.
Why don't you just shift everything like up one then?
I don't think we can put Chinese at the top because it's so bland.
You're in the wrong things then.
And Fiat 500 Twitter loves Chinese as well.
Exactly.
So that's our audience.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what. Let's see how many people are watching this.
Probably about 5, and 2 of them are going to be my mum and dad.
There's 7 concurrent different viewers right now.
Whoa.
7.
Well, that's exciting. That's more than I thought. I've only got 7 friends.
That's mental. Let's ask it to the audience and put it in the YouTube chat.
Can you ask the audience?
We've got a YouTube chat going on.
Oh, really? Oh, that's exciting.
That's
How does that work then? Technology.
What do you mean? How's that work?
Recently. Where's the chat come from?
It's on YouTube.
Well, that's weird. I'm watching myself on the phone and on here. Sorry, go on.
Have you got it turned up on your phone?
No, I think I'm just shouting a lot. I'm just excited.
That's fair enough. I accept that.
I'm just being really loud. How do you get the chat up?
Guys, while people are sending us some messages and we're trying to figure out what goes in those 2 other slots, should we cut to a quick video break?
Yeah, let's do it.
I can get a bed now.
Yeah. Well, we are.
I think we cut to a quick video break.
I'm worried about the video break.
Harrison in High School Musical again.
If it is, I'm just going to leave.
Michael
Chris has already
Bublé.
gone. So while we're thinking of this, let's
Why does Chris just keep disappearing? Just stop doing it. You've got one job to sit down and talk. Do it.
guys, just heads up, the mics will still be live when I go to this video, so just be careful what you say.
Okay.
But have a think about how can we go for. So
Okay.
This is Jake Fenton singing "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz.
Hello everyone, it's Jake and Harrison from Jake and Harrison Music. This is our first music video, which is Jason Mraz, I'm Yours. It's our own version, so please give us feedback on how you like it, and we hope you enjoy it. Ready? Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, just the heart that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool down run out, I've been giving it my bestest. Nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. Reckon it's again my turn to win some or hesitate no more, no more. It can't.
That was
Hello.
that's
Amazing.
pretty special.
Beautiful, actually.
Yeah, beautiful in its own special way.
So I've been having some
Really made me
thinks
think
during
about-
that short video time. Some
Go on.
thinks, some real thinks.
Think.
I think we need to put a pizza place in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
I
going to say,
think Papa
right,
John's should be 10.
Well, which one?
I'd
Papa John.
agree with Papa John because I'd say Domino's is nice, but it can be overpriced sometimes. So I'd meet in the middle and say Papa John's. I don't rate pizza at all.
Or
I'll put it in. I think we should put it in.
Pizza and Grill, 149 Grieve Road, SK2 6DG. If you really
You
want
want
to. Where I used to work.
This is brought to you by. I'd put it 10.
Big shout out to the Pedder family, by the way, just while we're here. I know
Well,
they're watching right now.
thanks. I'm part of that. I'll find that again.
And
Just,
Jackie, I'd be
just
interested
nervous
to know,
words.
Dave and Jackie, I'd be interested to know, just pop us a message, what would you put in this list? That'd be
Or just
good
go
to
to
know.
Macca.
You could
I
come
mean,
down,
I've said
Macca.
what, I mean, the Pedder family are big fans of Chinese. Like, our go-to is Chinese.
I can't believe that.
Can you make a cameo?
Yeah. Sorry to spoil you.
I can't believe that. I can't
Yeah,
put
well,
Chinese.
It's
In
the
the
same
top
for my
slot.
family. Like, Chinese is always a go-to, and that's like
It's always,
Oh,
yeah.
boring.
it's just oh, really sweet Chinese. Right.
I don't know, man. It's just
So-
right. I will. What's the word where you meet in the middle?
Compromise.
Compromise and say Chinese/Indian as number one.
Yeah.
No,
Shit,
because that doesn't make
silence
sense.
is killing
to
me.
you.
Getting out there though, putting two at the top.
Trying here.
I have actually had a message off your mum, Macca.
My mum has
Just
said. My
message me.
mum's just messaged me and went Chinese.
She went Indian all the way, she put.
No. But right, I will show you. My mum has just literally. She said, "What's Chris doing?" And then she went Chinese. So I don't know if that's part of the
I
same
was getting-
sentence.
I was getting a drink.
She's put Indian.
My mum's just said
Oh, no.
Chinese.
Do we vote?
Wait,
Who's
Mark,
voting?
Go on.
get Jackie up.
Between Chinese and Indian, we've got to vote.
Right.
Get Jackie
then.
up, man.
Right.
Hands
Okay.
up for Indian.
Oh, you're a dick.
Oh,
Why would you do that?
Oh,
Why? Why? There's 4 people.
There's 4 of us now. Hold on, what's
There's-
happened
oh,
to
you just
Chinese?
caused chaos. I didn't think this would be such a difficult
Oh,
thing
man.
to decide. But it is.
Indian's better, man.
My head hurts.
Indian's way better. It's just full of flavour, man.
What do you
You know,
count
we've got
the like
no
places
idea.
that do kebab?
Idea of
Alright.
eating flashing.
I don't even know.
Got hair on my watch.
I can't believe how serious this
Well,
is.
what? There's nothing. Right, alright, okay. Chinese/Indian. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thai 3. Thai.
About Japanese.
See,
Like
hi.
Japanese.
Thai.
No.
Japanese.
I don't know.
Which mean like
Japanese.
sushi.
Bloody hell, this is getting wild now.
Thai's mint. Thai's like so
Personally, if it was up to me, I'd say Chinese, Greg's, Chippy.
Well, that's completely messed with the system. Like, you've gone off completely off course with
popular.
that.
What did you get at Chippy?
What do I get from the Chippy? Fish chips
Don't
and
just
curry
say chip.
or gravy.
Yeah, if it was like a proper chippy, I'd just get fish and chips.
Just fish and chips.
Sausage and
Bosh.
chip.
Maybe a sausage in there now and again. Go wild.
Yeah.
Cheeky little battered sausage, pardon the pun.
Cheeky little sausage.
We've got
Battered
the sausage on the
sausage as
side.
well. Right.
I'd be quite happy to move everything up one.
Okay.
I
And
think
put Thai at the bottom. But I do like Thai.
Yeah. Okay. But then we've still got one more. I think maybe Mackie should go at 10 because when you're hungover
Yeah, I was
and also when you're
just saying,
steaming in town,
Yeah, I was going to
when
say.
you're, when
if
you're
you
in
could-
town, the first shout is always Oxford Road Mackie's.
Yeah.
I'm going to change that
You-
to Mexican as well. Because there's multiple places that
Mm.
aren't just Barbarita that are sick. And I would quite happily put that at a solid 5.
Other stores are available.
Okay. Other Mexicans are available as well. The restaurants, not the people, obviously.
It's so difficult to type. Just someone talk while I'm doing.
No, I like the
Mackie,
pressure.
you not got some
I
wings
like
to
making spelling mistakes. Subway.
Apple John.
Apple John. Apple John.
What's up, good John? You alright?
Right, so are we doing Mackie's last?
Yeah, I'd say you put Mackey's at the bottom because it's
Because the
Like,
breakfast is like really nice as well.
yeah.
Breakfast.
The breakfast is the only redeemable factor at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Pancakes are good.
Yeah.
What's your breakfast?
Okay.
What is it? What's your
Double
breakfast
sausage and
order?
egg McMuffin, mate. Hash brown.
Bagel. Sausage and egg bagel.
Oh, that's a good shout, actually. Yeah. Controversial, but
Way
good
better.
shout.
I can't say
Bagel's
about
full
the
stop.
The kitchen used to go in chaos when someone ordered a bagel because it's very
No one
rare.
used
You
to
have to go
order.
you have to go in the storeroom and get the bagel, and it was just a big,
The
big
unused
game.
one.
Yo, Mac,
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a question about Mackie's Macca.
Oh god.
When you were doing breakfast to lunch, would you make like extra breakfast just before it ended so you could have it for free?
Yeah. Every time.
Yes.
And the clothes as well. I'd put in like if someone came in and ordered 6 chicken nuggets, I'd do like 20 so we could take the rest home and scran it. So trick to the trade.
Surprised you didn't get employed a month, man, because I did.
Don't work harder, work smarter.
So we have a
Yeah,
list. Are we happy with that?
Yeah, so
We've got
this
a
is
Haven't we got more questions?
Oh, we got 2
I'm quite happy with
Mexicans.
this.
Hold on.
Oh,
we need to
Oh
put
shit!
someone.
Put one as Thai.
We need to fill this slot.
What about
Thai.
like a burger place? The burgers.
Burgers.
Five Guys. Ignore me.
Like Five Guys.
There's Five Guys burgers though. What's that?
Or do we just settle on Nando's being in the 3rd slot and break every rule?
I do like
Nando's is a
Nando's,
tasty
like
burger.
because I'm pretty
Yeah,
basic.
Would you like to
I
know
just
a
don't
Nando's
Protein,
story?
yeah.
Go
Would you
on.
like to know
Oh,
a
well, I
Nando's
think
story? This is a story between me and this guy, as in Harry, not this guy.
Oh, I wonder why he's pointing down. Then I thought you called your penis Harry. Yeah.
So me and Harry went to Nando's when the last lockdown like eased up, and we went there and we were delayed. Like we got there and it was going to take an hour. So we were really nice to the guy, like really like, oh, don't worry, mate, we know it's busy. went into the range for an hour and just dicked around, basically. Came back and he went, "Oh, it's going to be another 5 minutes." And we were like, "Yeah, no worries, man. We know it's busy." Got there and sat down and he went, "Oh, gents, you've been really nice. I want to give you guys this code, this discount code." Gave us a code. We ordered 2 meals, drinks, and I think like sides and all that kind of stuff. And it was 20 quid off the code. So we got like Nando's for like 12 quid, which I think I treated you to in the end.
Yeah, you did, and I was like, no, I was like, even straight away, it was like split, and it was like, and you came and you did it, and it was like, it's 12 quid.
It's not worth it. It isn't worth splitting.
It's 12 quid. Like, it's like, just like, apart from anyone else, because he just put a piece of paper on our table, didn't he? It was like a random bit of paper.
It was actually a bit weird, actually, because it had a number on it, and I was there like,
you. Or she?
Probably.
They.
I mean, can you blame him?
Actually, yeah, they.
It is. Which actually,
I thought that was going to be a joke, by the way, so I was waiting for a punchline.
There was no joke.
I'm upset. I hope you enjoyed the Nando's, though.
It was nice.
Oh, we did for 12 quid.
Chris, did you just
I can't complain.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was Chris.
Hey, excuse myself. I'm sorry about that.
I'm happy with that.
Guys,
right, I'm still confused at the chat. How can you see the chat on YouTube?
Oh.
Go on
ask,
YouTube.
how many more questions do we have? Because this was like half an hour.
It was a big topic.
It was
for
half
me.
hour.
6 hours.
It was a half hour well spent, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm happy with it. Fucking love Greg.
Yeah.
Right, so click on the link.
Shout out to James Elliott here, who put the guy 2 down looks like a funeral for a friend fam, which I'm assuming he means me. Thanks, buddy. Do I need to add a bit of colour? Oh gosh, that's not.
What was that big song they had?
I still can't.
What was the song?
I can't remember.
Struggling to find the chat.
Macca, let the chat go. It's not that deep. Just let it go, man.
Just one message, mate. It's like 2 messages there.
Yeah, let it go. You really don't.
Right. Oh. Anyway, let's count these down then. So, Matt, you start with the first one. I'll do the second one. Harry do the third. Chris the fourth. Okay. So you count on your fingers, Chris. You should be able to get there.
Oh.
So
just to clarify, when you say Macca's first, do you mean a start at number 10 or number 1?
Let's do number 10. Let's do it backwards. Yeah?
Yeah, right, let's do it backwards. Okay. Make it complicated.
Right.
God.
In 10.
This is exciting. So, number 10.
Fuck me.
Come on. Number 10, McDonald's.
Number 9.
Papa John's.
In 8, Subway.
Oh.
Number 7, KFC.
Subway. Chris, can you say that again, please?
KFC, number 7. No worries, Mac. Love you.
It's okay. Thanks. Oh, number 6, Five Guys. It was back to me, innit?
Brilliant. Number 5, Mexico. Or Mexico.
Number 4.
Mexico.
Number 4 is the Chippy. Just your local
the
Chippy. The Chippy. Local Chippy.
Number 3 is Nando's.
Chippy. Oh. Number 2 is Greg's. Fucking love Greg's. I'm glad we did it where I said Greg's. Sorry, go on.
Chris, go back. Do Nando's again. Give us a bit more of a vavoom. That's the term.
A bit more pizzazz. A bit more
Nando's.
Woo! A bit more flair.
Too much.
There we go.
Go fucking milk it.
Go on, Macca.
2 Greg's. Fucking love Greg's.
And Bully special prize. Number 1, Chinese/Indian. Or Indian/Chinese, depending on.
Has there ever been a restaurant concept of Chinese and Indian?
Every chippy.
Yeah.
Where they have, like, basically most chippies are like Chinese chippies and they have curry sauce.
Yeah, and they'll do like a curry for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Answered your
Okay,
question. Yeah, move
You
on.
see the clogs.
Yeah.
Have we cleared that one up?
Yeah, you've got me there. So I'm going Chippy is Chinese and Indian.
No, not all.
I'm happy with that.
No, because not all
So-
chippers are.
So if they do curry sauce,
Macca, let it go. It's gone now.
right?
Yeah, we've got more questions, bro.
I'm not going to stop thinking about that now.
Have we got more questions? Go on, Chris, read them out.
I don't know what we're looking at. I'm not gonna lie.
Chris can't read.
I thought you said we had more.
I've sent
more
some
before.
stuff over to you.
Right. I'm gonna
Put
pick
me
the
on
next
the
one.
spot.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one's quite serious, actually. So we
Oh dear
I say
Lord.
serious. You can still have a laugh, but this is a serious subject. All right. So, cancel culture.
Oh yeah, this is pretty
Right.
deep actually.
Oh yeah,
This is pretty
mega
deep.
Right. So
Uh,
my initial opinion on it is, I hate everyone. I just think if someone's been a dickhead, hold them accountable. Say you're a dickhead, and then have done with it. Unless it's like, depending on how bad the situation is. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
where do you draw the line, though? Where do you
That,
draw the
I was
line?
gonna.
What bad?
I feel like it depends on the situation, of
Yeah.
like what it is.
Do you
If
ever-
someone's educated on a certain topic, like if they was like if they was young when they said a certain thing, like I think it's like it's not great when someone's been like 12 and said something, and then it's being brought up when they're like 25, when obviously they're a completely different person.
That's
I
exactly
think
what
that's
I was
bollocks,
gonna
man.
say.
Like,
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Great
was gonna say.
minds.
Like, is it unfair to hold someone to say, "Oh, we're going to cancel this person now because of something they said 10 years ago," when it's like they
Yeah.
literally weren't educated on it? Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I can't think of any examples, but I'm pretty sure that has happened to some people where they've gone, "Oh, look
Yeah,
what this
'cause
person
I
said."
was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's like
Speaking of that,
if
shout out to Joe Woodall here, who is actually watching this. Who's just said that all of our food choices were wrong. So, on the topic of cancel
How can you
culture,
get? What do you mean
Cancelled.
wrong? Or hey, who?
you're cancelled, Joe. All right.
Oh, wrong.
Cancel.
How can we get? Oh, right. If you right, nah, that's frustrating. Yeah, cancelled, man. Cancelled. That's annoying me. All 10.
all time wrong.
All 10.
Like in the wrong order, or just none of them should be on that list.
She's
I can't
actually
even
said
think it's 10 other takeaways.
We're past takeaways
I'm
now.
upset.
Anyway, cancel culture. I'm
Yeah,
very much a people
I don't want to
learning,
talk
but
now.
I do think there's a level. I think there's
Yeah.
a level of, even when you're young, there's certain things you can say which you even know when you're young are wrong. So like, racism is a big one. I think there's a lot of people that did racist things quite a few years ago. So, you know what's bad. Calling someone an inappropriate word based on their race is bad, and you know this from the age of 10 upwards, and whether you know this from being a kid upwards. You should be taught as being a kid upwards, but when you're on social media at young ages, your teens, you should know this. And if
Yeah.
it
Yeah, I
comes
don't
back
think
with
like
a bit
you
later,
should be on social
well,
media
that's
when
where
you're
you
young
fall
anyway.
as an idiot. Say that again.
Yeah.
Matt.
I don't think you should be on social media when you're young, because you're a little idiot. Like I'm a big idiot now, but when you're a kid, you're a little idiot, and you don't really think about your actions or consequences. But when you get a bit older and you have to figure out like you can't get everything your own way, you can't get away with everything. I don't know where I'm going this.
I feel like people
Mind
are
if
gonna use it though, regardless. Like, if someone tried to tell you when you were a child not to use the internet, if it was about, you'd be like, "Fuck off." Like,
I think
must
it's
be
more
in,
on like
like-
the parents to educate the kids, because like if you're a kid, you don't like you learn your rights and wrongs until you get a bit older, where you can start like making your own decisions and choices. Like it is up to the parents to like educate them from a young age.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I just
If you
It's only when you
grow
get
up,
like
people are gonna do it.
Yeah, if you got brought up in an environment which used like terms which wouldn't have, which would technically get you cancelled, but you've literally been brought up in it and almost and then you get to like, high school, 14, 15, and then you literally learn like, oh, that's wrong. But then, like for like when you were 10, 11, 12, that weird, awkward age you were, like if you've literally been brought up in an environment where people all around you have used that and not brought you up on it and have used it completely fine, is that your fault because your parents haven't said
you don't
no?
know any different.
Yeah, exactly. If you've heard your parents say something or use something in a certain way and then you've done it the same way and then it's taken till someone like when you're 14, 15, someone to go, by the way, that entire thing you've been doing for 14 years is wrong. Again, do you obviously this is cancelled, but like, do you then get, if you go on to do something by 24 and they go, look what he was doing at 14, but you didn't know any better, do you get cancelled?
Well,
Yeah,
this goes back
that
to
guy went around story, didn't it?
This is a great point
Wait,
about age. So you go to excuse me if I get the name wrong because I've already read it. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's Shamima Begum, is it? The girl who ran off with ISIS at the age of 15? Which
yeah.
Mental. Okay, so you just said is something you do at the age of 14 worthy of being cancelled. Now, I'd argue that
but I feel like at 15 you should know not to be a terrorist.
I would agree.
You know what I mean? Like, when I was 15, I didn't come across and think I'm going to be a terrorist. Like there's certain things that you should know about. There's a pretty clear line there. Like when you're 15, you know a bit more. You're a bit more savvy. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
14, right? When you're 14,
when you're 14, like when you're young, you know not to kill. You can't just go out and like attack someone. Like you know that there's certain things that you just know you just can't do.
Or racist. You should know not to be homophobic or racist at that age as well.
At 15, yeah, I agree. So like the fact that she's gone off.
Do you feel like you have to be taught not to be like homophobic and racist? Because I don't. I think you're born liking everything.
Well, yeah.
As in, like,
but I feel like you're a product of your environment, aren't you?
Yeah. No one's born racist or homophobic. You don't like. No one's born that way. You're only that way through your environment. If someone said, by the way, if you say this, because like. I can't. Like, I don't know. Like, just certain terms you could be like you've used in a certain way, and then someone said that's wrong. So it again, that's your environment. But it's the fact that I think now, especially now with like social media, it's better because I always think like compare it to when I was in high school and stuff, and like there just wasn't a lot of it going about. Like so many terms just got thrown about like it was nothing, and now it's nowadays it's a lot easier to be able to clear.
I think you see it easier nowadays.
Yeah, you see it 100% easier. Whereas, well, I mean, it's like going back. I mean, like say, like think of cancel culture. I think a good example would be like Little Britain, because like we grew up watching Little Britain, and without being funny, you could not make Little Britain now like today, because it would just like half the stuff on that was like when you watch it now, you'd be like, that's horrendous. You can't put that on telly. So what is like? Do you then for David Wellens and Matt Lucas? Do you cancel them because they made a living? Bye, Chris. Do you cancel those two because they made a living off Little Britain, which, when in like technically now is a bit horrendous? And same with that "Come Fly with Me" as well. Like where, like as Harrison was saying, where's that line?
Yeah, there's a fine line. And I think it depends on like the person, what their boundaries are, and what they're going to get offended by.
I think what does scare me about
I think it's different to each person.
What scares me is like people do change. So like I don't know if cancel culture keeps getting stronger. I'm not saying like shit people should give it like a free pass because they might change one day, but I don't know. Like like you say, if you go in anyone's past, there's shit that you don't want to look at. And like if people knew all of it about you, they probably wouldn't like you. So it's like. If like you cancel them and you just gaslight them and put a spotlight, are you allowing them to actually change, or are you just making them become more of that? That's what I think.
I think
But
it's a dangerous rise now as well of, and I think cancel culture is becoming dangerous in the sense that there's certain. When does it stop? When does the line?
yeah,
Can you not call someone an idiot? When does it get to a point where I can't say, "You know, Harry, you're an idiot"? Do you know what I mean? Which you're not,
Yeah.
obviously. But
And you
when
are an
does
idiot,
that?
Harry.
Yeah, he is an idiot. But when does that line?
And now, because of that, I'm going to cancel you. So,
Cancelled.
no more.
Yeah, there's a fine line, man. Like it is getting worse and worse. Like you should be held accountable. If you're a dick, be held accountable. But then you should also be given. Obviously, it depends how bad it is, but you should be given the opportunity to be educated and learn from it, and not be defined by it. Like everyone makes mistakes, and I feel like people should be more like understanding to certain things. I'm not saying people should get away with things and you be held accountable. Yeah, but allow people to change, allow people to learn from the mistakes and change and become better people. Because if you've got that stigma around it for the rest of your life, you'll then, like Chris said, you become that.
wait,
You know? So,
Yeah, you're like known as like, instead of being known for
yeah, you're
what
just
you may
known
have
as that guy.
lasted for, he's like, oh, he's known as the person who did this, which was bad, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like the person.
It's not fair. It's not fair, man.
but
Like,
then again,
that's
there
the
is
trouble with
levels.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
There is
levels
levels
to it.
to
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if you do some bad stuff, man, like fucking fair enough. Like, but you know, it depends on it. Like, you should be allowed to be educated and change from a situation, learn from it, and understand people's boundaries and what's going to upset people and what's not. And it's different. Like, some people are going to get offended at certain things and some people aren't. But you're never going to please everyone. There's always going to be someone that's offended by something. Like you. And you can't go around thinking, fucking hell, like, what if I offend that person or that person? Because you're going to end up in a fucking clusterfuck of fuckness, and you'll be fucked. Fuckity fucked. Like you can't go around thinking about that, man, because you'll just end up, like, not even being able to have an opinion and stuff like that. So there's a fine line between knowing that, you know, don't be a dick and be nasty to people, but then you can't also think, like, fuck say you can't say that because of that and that, because I'm going to offend someone, because you won't get anywhere, man. And I feel like it is getting more like Harris or something, and like, I'm respectful to everyone and I think I'm all right, but sometimes I'll say something, fucking hell, should I have said that? Like, is that offensive? And then I start overthinking it, thinking it, and you shouldn't be put in that position. I think if you're a dick and you've done something wrong, yeah, fine. Punish it, be held accountable, but allow change and, you know, learn from it.
I'm scared.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Like myself, I'm scared because my humor sense, my humor is very much, I'd say, inappropriate. Now, I don't ever make inappropriate jokes to offend or to piss off, and I'll never make homophobic or racist jokes. That's not really my thing. But my inappropriate comments are usually aimed at religion or you know, just taboo subjects which could get you cancelled. And I don't tell those jokes I don't tell them or laugh at them to piss people off. I tell them and laugh at them because I get a reaction from the severity of it. That's the funny thing. The funny thing is people going, oh, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the Jimmy Carr kind of humor. It's the shock that's funny, and it's scary for me looking at the other side, because I would argue I'm not a bad person a lot sometimes.
Yeah, like, to add on to that, like, if people are laughing at those jokes, it means that you think it. You know what I mean? Like, it's inside of you. If you're laughing at a Frankie Boyle or a Jimmy Carr joke, or I don't know, like, then you recognize it within yourself. You're laughing at your hypocrisy.
You're laughing at the fact that someone has the balls to say that. You're not laughing at the joke. So I remember Jimmy Carr does this sketch where he goes, let's see how inappropriate we can take this. And he basically goes, he makes a joke about kids, he makes a joke about nonsense, he makes a joke about the church, and then he makes a joke about Princess Diana and something about it hard to sniff cocaine while wearing a seatbelt, or just something like really fucking inappropriate, I think the joke was. And the audience goes, ooh, collectively all goes like, ooh, and then laughs. and no one actually finds the joke funny. It's not a funny joke. There isn't like a big punchline to it. People find the fact that you shouldn't be saying that stuff funny.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about inappropriate. I don't find jokes about Princess Diana like funny. Like, you know, they're really.
Yeah,
but
I
the
get what you
fact
mean
that
though,
it's
because I have dark humor as well, like so it is weird. So like the shit that makes me giggle is just the stuff that shouldn't. Like, and if I expressed it like openly, people are like, "Are you tapped?" But no,
You've got to
it's
be able
just
to
like
laugh
you
at.
say,
You've
it's
got to be
your
able to
thing.
laugh at stuff, man. Like I feel it was a great way of dealing with like grief and different situations. Like something pretty fucked might happen, but I'll get by it. I think it's just the way I've been brought up, but I'll get through it and I'll make a joke. Like if you're at a funeral, like it's not like a heavy joke and stuff, but like it's a bit of light-hearted, bit of a light joke just to kind of ease the tension. And it gets to the point where it's like, well, can you even do stuff like that? Do you know? That's probably a bad example, but do you know what I mean?
No. Funeral's right. So my granddad's funeral was like quite funny. It had like jokes. He like picked a really satirical song, which was like "Long It's Been Good to Know You," something like that. And it was like it was all about being funny. And I think to be inappropriate and to take the piss out of situations like that is actually a really good healing point. And that's not saying my granddad's death is funny by any stretch, but that's saying that you should be having a laugh, because laughter is genuinely one of the best cures for everything, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
think people
Wasn't it
make
like-
fun
Just
out of
that-
hard times.
Isn't it like
Sorry.
Ricky Gervais?
Isn't that like
made a living off saying like you can make a joke out of anything, but obviously it just depends what. Because like, I think that goes back, like especially just because I remember watching Ricky Gervais the other day. I think it goes back to what Maka said is like, you can't get through life without offending no one. Like I think there's very few people famous at the minute who haven't offended people, or like people you don't please. You can't please everyone, because there's always going to be someone who's like, I don't like that. So it's, and like I'm just using Ricky Gervais as an example just because he's in the past been, and probably still, quite a controversial person, and like he'll just do it, and he'll not find the funny in everything, but like he'll find something. But like you say, it's whether you go back to a point of, are you laughing at that, or are you laughing at the point that he's actually said something like that? And obviously he bats around with very like sensitive subjects, like even like religion or like all that type of stuff, where where arguably like lines do exist. So it's like where do you start and where do you stop?
I think as well, like
I also think as well, like
for a joke to be funny, it has to be true, right? So like
yeah.
like you're laughing at a truth, and if it's like a dark joke or something that shouldn't be said, then it's still right, Get that camera off me, fuck me.
No, but that's not the thing. You're not laughing at. This is what I'm saying. A lot of the time, people don't laugh at inappropriate jokes. People are laughing at the fact it's inappropriate. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not,
That's what comedy is.
yeah, it's not laughing at the jokes.
Or you're laughing at the fact that it's been seen in a way maybe that you wouldn't have even thought of seeing it before. Like you've thought of it one way, and then somebody said it's actually like this, and then you've gone, "Oh, that's yeah."
I think it goes deeper than that, though. I think it's.
I was going to say, in the interest of not boring people, sorry, there is a delay here. I should say that, because by the time we like that's when we're like talking over each other. But in the interest of not, because this conversation could go on for hours. It really could.
Yeah, we can change question.
It's massive.
We have actually.
I should have narrowed it down.
For about 10 minutes.
Maybe this.
I do just want to add something though to that.
I was just going to say, let's go around and do final points. So, Maka, go.
All right,
yeah, I think like something that's been missed as well. I think a lot of it is a sense of, with certain people, there's a lack of community. And I think as a person, as a human, you need to feel part of community and connection to something. And I think when you've not got that, I think when someone said something slightly inappropriate, I think some people might look for certain things to be offended at. And because they don't have like that sense of connection and community, they'll go, fucking hell, I'm offended at that. And someone else will go, well, fucking hell, that makes me upset. And then it's that kind of connection then by someone else saying something, and then you put all that pressure on that someone else. And I think a lot of it does stem to like lack of like community and feeling connected to something, and I feel like that's just a lot of things with society anyway. So I do think in some aspects, I think some people look through it. It's like when you see these people online and they're commenting on fucking people's posts and going, "You're a dickhead, you're a dickhead." It's like, well, I won't walk down the street and just start calling people dickheads, because you get called out on it and you probably get twatted. Like,
Yeah.
So I think it is. It's a lack of like, the way I always say, when people like kind of jump on the bandwagon and stuff like that, I feel like it's a lack of, connection like in community and feeling part of something. And it's their way of being able to jump on and feeling part of something, but they're expressing that and it's going in the wrong direction. It's going into something else. And all right, yeah, tell someone they're a dickhead if they've been a dickhead, but don't fucking pile it on and pile it on and pile it on. But again, it's that fine. Like, deserves it. They've got to be held accountable. If it's something small and they're just uneducated, like, fucking hell, I'm all in mistakes. Give them a break. So my summary is community. Find yourself. Be nice. And that's it. There you go.
I'm glad I got that full screen. That's gonna be a promo for the next. It's gonna be that and Chris telling the camera to fuck off. Even though it's his camera. But I think we should now listen to listen to Harry's final point.
Oh, right, okay.
You.
Okay, so me. Right.
This is Harry. You're the one behind you.
My final point on cancel culture, it probably is the same as Marcus, is the fact that I think you've got to look at each subject differently. I think everyone does make mistakes. There isn't a perfect human. No one is perfect. So people will make mistakes about something. It's just, is this your turn? Sure, you've had your go.
Sorry, it's just when you said no one's perfect, I just wanted to point out that I am. Sorry, carry on. That's it.
No. Anyway. But I think it's on the subject. Like, if someone's has deliberately done something that has major repercussions, then there's a reason for them to potentially be cancelled on something. But if it's a point of they've said something that literally they weren't aware that was, wrong, or they've said something that they literally didn't have any education on, that has literally, or they didn't even think was a big, deal, so to speak, but that's just due to their environment. I just think you can't cancel everyone over the littlest thing. Like, you've got to draw lines at places where it's like, that's horrendous, you can't do that, like, piss off. Or it's like, okay, like, you can't just get rid of someone. Again, if someone grasps for 10 years to get to a certain point and then they say one thing that they weren't sure about because no one told them otherwise through those 10 years or the 10 years previous to before they did anything, they've said that and they've gone, no, that's wrong, you get rid. It's like, well, you can't, 10 years is just gone down the drain. Because why? Because then in that case, why would anyone want to become famous if the risks are so high? Because I know there's a point of saying if you want to become famous, then that's the life you choose. But why would anyone want to get to that level where everything they said comes under scrutiny? To potentially look for a point to be like, get rid of them for that one thing because they said that wrong. So that's my final point.
Okay.
I think you explained that handsomely, Harry.
I think you said that really well.
And you're perfect.
I'm going to
gives me time to stew in my anxiety.
Right, so my opinions are weird. I think it's a case-by-case basis. I really do think it's case-by-case. I'm looking at the comments because Victoria said that the issue of not holding someone accountable for previous actions on the basis of them pleading ignorance is that it makes it harmful. So you should hold people accountable for previous actions. I totally agree, but I also think that there is a line as well. There is there is a line where people do learn, people go older. The things I said when I was younger are not what I'd say now. That's not through me. That's not through me going, oh, it would get me in trouble. It's through me being a better person, through me knowing that what right and wrong is, and it is something you develop as you're older. And I do think, hold people accountable for certain things, but I think you have to judge it on a case-by-case basis, is basically where I'm at with that. And that is my final thought on the matter.
Great words. Great words, Harrison.
Great words for a wise man.
Very wise.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful, aren't you? And then, Chris, I'm going to put you full screen for like a second to get your tag up, and then I'll take you back off, yeah?
Wonderful.
Right, Chris, your thoughts?
Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to articulate. Fuck you. See a big picture of my face.
No. Let him say it. Don't be side. Don't be nasty. Don't be nasty. Harry, stop laughing.
Yo, fuck Harry. I'll cancel you, bro.
No.
I think I don't know. Cancel culture is it ain't an individual thing. It's what society does. So saying yeah, if you look at if you don't look at the shit side of people, you only look at the good side of them. That's more of your personal thing. I think that's maybe you need to start thinking about who you give your energy to. But that's not cancel culture. That's just who you're fucking with and what you're doing with your life, what you're finding important. Guilty of doing it as well, dumb shit. But cancel culture on the whole scares me because I think people need a voice no matter how shit it is. You still need to have an outlet, otherwise it gets worse. But I don't know. I'm not trying to excuse shitty people, but I get scared of cancelling anything because I think it's just going to come back in a different way but stronger. I press anyone and then tell me they're happy. Even if they are shitheads, they'll still come back and be bigger shitheads. I don't know. I think there's a lot to it that I can't answer. Don't cancel me.
Great words.
Anyway.
Great words. Great words.
Great words from a great man.
Amazing. Can the next question be easy?
The next question. So, there's two more questions, okay?
Okay.
So these two more questions. One of them is going to be really quick because it's actually directed at a specific member of the group.
Who's answering me?
So
Okay.
let's get that
Fell on his
ready.
ass again.
So
Oh, you're a
talk us
cunt.
through this.
Yeah, it does. And the reason my back hurts is from carrying all the handsomeness from Stockport and surrounding areas. So this is why I stretch a lot, because the strain in my back is painful.
No one's
I don't really know what else to add.
Fucked, mate.
I'm just blowing smoke up my own ass like I always do. Don't not say anything because I'll just keep talking and I'll just feel weird and awkward. I already do feel awkward. You can just tell the nervousness in my voice. I'm gonna get a nervous cough in a minute. It's coming. There we go.
I must say that's one of the questions.
That was fun. So essentially, it's just saying I'm very, very good looking. And I'm pretty sure. Well, it's all subjective, isn't it? So there you go.
I think we take it on. And picking up on what Mac had just said then about him being the best looking person in the whole of Stockport, let's take it back to cancel culture.
I would have offended someone that does generally think they are the best looking. I don't think I'm the best. Just one off.
Harry, I'd like you to read the next question out, and I'd like you to lead the conversation. Okay?
Okay.
That's gonna get deep.
The next question is, okay, aliens, are they real or fake? And straight away, I say a couple of times. And straight away, I would say for aliens, 100% yes. And the only reason I say that is just because I don't.
100% yes. 100% yes.
Like,
What? The question was real or fake. What does?
Yes.
Yes, Harrison. Yes. Yes.
100% fake.
Yes. Yes.
No, Edmund. Yeah. Deal or no deal? Yes.
Harry's 100% genuine fake.
I 100% say yes, they are real, but the only thing I'll say on it is as well, like I don't want to say like all the little green men with like evolved technology or whatever, but I do believe that we are not literally the only. I believe we're literally the only alive in the universe. That, like, for me, there has to be something else. There has to be some form of life elsewhere, even if it's like what they call it, microorganisms. Like, even if it's small, like something small, it's like something else has to be alive because like the odds are just completely in its favor to be like we can't be that special to just be the only thing to exist.
Yeah. I want to know as well, like, what do you class as alien? Like, do you think an octopus is alien? Because they're pretty fucking weird. And like,
alien for me is I'm not on about on a fucking hell, Chris.
I'm not hands of sausages. Is that a UFO?
Bacteria obviously exists, all right. I'm thinking actual stuff that can think for itself, like it doesn't
like a rat,
like animal style, fish style, human style, whatever, but not just a strand of bacteria, like an actual something.
Yeah,
so
even still,
I think aliens are real, man.
I say
there's gotta be
real.
Aliens.
Like, there's been too much weird stuff.
There's something out there floating about.
Yeah, there's been too much weird stuff that's happened that, like again, without sounding dumb, like Area 51 though. Like, why? If
we're
it was that
aliens,
secret,
right? When you think about it, what if we're aliens, man? What if, like, from the Big Bang, humans weren't like the evolution shit isn't real, and then we came from a different planet like millions of years ago, and then just landed, and we've just evolved? What if we're aliens?
Maka, can you say that again about evolution, please?
I can't remember exactly what I said. What if what if evolution didn't happen, and when the Big Bang happened, humans came from a different planet and went, right, we're here, we're chilling, and then we evolved, and then we're the aliens, and then when we do find other planets, we'll go and we're like, fucking hell, it's like another human, but not alien.
No.
Silence is killing me, boys. Silence is killing me, boys. No, but seriously, I do think aliens are real, and I do think maybe we're aliens.
But
we're all aliens, man.
It goes to the question of like what is defined as an alien then? What is an alien?
Just something functioning, can think for itself, gets about, might ride a bike, which I can't.
Which you can't do. So
well, yeah, I can't ride a bike. No,
you can't ride it. We've had.
Well, I can go straight forward. So I run so much. So I'm going straight lines. I just can't turn left and right. Yeah, honestly, like basically when I was a kid, my mum and dad were like trying to teach me, and I just went, no.
You just gave up.
And that was pretty much it. And they went, all right.
You gave up. That's not like
stabilizers. Yeah.
That's not like you.
I'll yeah. Well, I was a little shit when I was 5. So still am, but in an educated way. I've got an education. My mum's just messaged me and Gwen, your dad's an alien. No, that's a fan. Yeah, that's good. He's not. He's my dad. Just to clarify, because that would then make me an alien.
Well, you already said you're an alien.
Oh God, I am an alien. Oh fuck. Well, this has been
It's
fun.
been a lie.
Oh God, I'm an alien.
Well, anyway, still 100% yes, real. Like, just
Yeah, they are real.
yeah. I just
I
think
don't
it's like
know what
some-
for.
no, yeah, because we've only built up aliens. When we say aliens, it's like just because of what we've seen from TV and films, where it's like shit through like Doctor Who, and it's like not necessarily that. It literally could be anything that we just don't know, but we can't
Like
be
an
the only
octopus.
things.
What do you reckon they sound like, Harry? What noise do you reckon they make?
As
Do
an
your best
octopus do
alien
something.
noise. Do your best alien
No.
noise.
No.
Do your best alien noise. Do it. Oh. Right.
It's an alien though. That noise will be
Alright.
made off
What
what
was
I.
that?
Wait,
Chris,
I want you
do
guys
an
to
alien
explain
noise.
to me why an octopus isn't an alien. It can
Because
shapeshift. It can look like anything.
I
it
think
wants
you
to.
can define an
It's
alien
smarter
as
than you.
something that isn't on Earth and hasn't been found yet. God, that was like the most
Okay.
clever thing I ever said.
So,
Find an
now we
alien is
define what it
something
is, though. That's good. So it has
Whereas
to be
an
off
octopus-
Earth.
yeah, and like an octopus
Yeah, but
is
it's
on
something that
this
hasn't been found.
it evolved, but like an alien for me is something that's clearly wasn't made on Earth. So and it's made
Well,
somewhere in space.
All right.
Yeah,
but
because
what
I
if
can't see like
aliens
a
are already
fucking
on
tribe
Earth?
of octopuses coming to Earth and being like, right, we're here now, get in the ocean. And then just
That's what we
if
kind of did, though.
floating about.
We fucked up everything.
if some form of like spaceship came down and they got out and they looked like aliens, I'd be like, what a coincidence.
Yeah, but what do you
I'd
define as an
say-
alien? Like a guy who looks like a man? Because that's what man
No,
looks
I-
like.
Well, someone from a different planet.
Yeah, I define an alien as something not from Earth. Something that's
So when
that
we go to
literally-
Mars, when people start going to Mars and the moon and that, we're technically aliens.
we're aliens. Because
Because
if there was
we're-
anything on the moon at the time and said, fucking hell, there's
No.
what they stick in flags.
Do you know what I mean?
Harrison,
We're all
what do you
aliens,
think?
Aliens are definitely real. There's more chance of there being if you go off Murphy's law or the fact that the universe is ever growing and somewhat infinite. That there's literally like it's
Yeah.
very unlikely there isn't because there's
Have you
billions
seen-
of
have you seen
planets
that
out there
picture?
that can't.
You seen that picture of like our galaxy and it's like a speck of dust?
It just
Yeah.
like keeps zooming out because we are literally like like when you put in that perspective and you see like when you show a picture of our known universe, like the picture that we've been able to get of years and we've been able to get a picture and we're like that small of a speck, it's like, well, there's all this that's been completely unexplored. So
I think it's
in
both,
reality,
though.
it's like,
I
we can't be special.
I
Like,
think
there
like
has to
to
be
think like it's hard not to talk over people with this delay. I'm sorry, Harry. I'm trying to be respectful.
something.
I was gonna say like I don't know, like the fact that we came out of nothing. If the Big Bang is real, and now we're chatting about aliens, is like I don't know. That seems
What if this
alien.
isn't real? What if this is a dream? And then I woke up.
There's no articulation.
Is it your dream or mine? Whose dream is it? Because it
So-
feels like mine.
Everyone's
Jack,
dream.
This is the furthest human picture of it. So this is
Right, fuck me.
this is very taken away.
That just humbles you, doesn't it? Because it makes you think that all your little worries and everything, how sick you think you are, in reality, it means fuck all. Which is quite
Yeah.
freeing in a way. Because then you can just
That's
think,
what-
well, I might as well do what I want whilst I'm here because it don't really matter in the grand scheme of things anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that was deep.
That's what I mean. But that's what I mean.
Well,
It's
true,
like
innit?
mega deep.
This was meant to be the fun
Pretty
one.
sure-
That was the point, though. It's like you can put meaning onto anything if you want to. It's like we came out
Yeah.
of nothing, which like, and now we're chatting about our existence and what is real, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, we're on a little speck, which is like I could flick something right now, which is probably a universe. So we don't mean nothing. So it's like yin and yang. It's like right and
Pretty
wrong,
free,
just
man.
whatever you choose to believe in, right? I don't know.
We mean something,
Maybe.
but we're irrelevant to the process of the universe. If all humans suddenly
Yeah.
died tomorrow, the universe would still continue. Earth would still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
universe
fact
would be
would be
like,
better.
"Sound mate, I'll just crack on being the
Which is-
universe."
Like the,
I
like
think
I
we
said,
are the
like,
final
universe.
points now. Gents, final points on this. I'm going to take you full screen for your final points. So let's spice this up
Okay.
a bit. I'm going to go backwards this time. Sorry, Chris.
whoa.
We're going to go to Chris
Whoa.
first. Chris, tell me your final words.
Yeah, aliens are real, and look at octopus.
Has something happened to you as a kid or not? Like,
No, bro, but they can shapeshift. Like, come on. Like,
Optimuses can shapeshift. How?
he thinks. I think. Do you mean like the ones that
have you
can
ever watched
camouflage
Planet Earth?
surroundings? Like they just go
Yeah.
on just camouflage and just whatever they look like.
Right, so if I paint myself blue,
No,
and I
not
just
paint
stand next
yourself,
to the
you-
wall, then I'm camouflaged.
Maka,
Only
Yeah,
I'm
but
going
you
to turn your
can
camera off now. Maka, I'm going to turn your camera off
Yeah.
now. Yeah? I want you to go and hide,
Boo!
but still be in shot. Okay?
What? I can't, I've got nowhere to hide.
No, you
Well,
got
camouflage
I
is-
can't hide in a
Go
story.
now, go,
The
go,
bed's
go.
behind me.
right, just
I'm hiding.
camouflage now.
Maka, go and camouflage. You got 10 seconds.
Right, okay, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Right,
We're
ready?
bringing him back.
Yeah.
Where's he gone?
Where am
I'm going for a piss.
That bad make.
I? Do you want me to start hiding now?
Yeah.
Thing is, I can't see you.
Right. Okay.
And
Chris
now
is hidden.
I'm back.
Hidden.
Chris is
Harry,
shapeshifting
I
to
wanna
the
hear your-
chair. Chris is the chair.
I want to hear your final part.
My final. Oh, right. Okay.
What's that in the corner
So-
of Chris's room?
A piano.
No, a puzzle.
Plant. Window. Wall.
In the blue thing.
Table.
Shittest game of life I have ever played.
Harry,
Oh,
final
that's
thought.
me.
Go on.
No.
Whoa. Real. Obviously, it's in what form? Just if going off the universe is ever expanding, which it probably is, but we can't just be the only thing. Like, so considering what an alien would be to us is another living thing from another world, and yeah, I think they are real. That's my final thoughts.
All right. And I'm going to go with my
Thanks,
final point. Aliens are real, and if you disagree, you're an idiot. They're definitely real, and there's no other way around them not being real. So, like, the life is out there. There's such a big chance of it, and it's very, very unlikely there isn't. So, that's my point. Maka, have you finished with your water?
Yeah, thanks. Just
Over to you,
nervous.
mate.
Okay. Why does my head look so long? Aliens. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Aliens are real, man. We're all aliens. It's in the air. I believe in aliens.
You're gonna have to keep stalling because Chris hasn't come back yet.
Aliens. They're definitely around in the universe. There's other things out there. What they look like, I don't know. This is a long piss for Chris. Like, really long.
Whoa. Didn't know you could rhyme.
Maybe he's an alien.
I
Maybe
think
he's
I
trying
mean-
to distract us all.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to distract us and be like, oh, octopuses are aliens, when he's the fucking alien.
Yeah.
Bang. This is why I should have been a detective, not an accountant.
Should we just watch? Should we go back to the foreshot? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is.
Hey.
Oh my god, he's back. He shapeshifted into the chair, and now he just magically appeared. Whoa! Whoa! Oh,
I was having a piss.
Gents,
Have a long piss, man.
that's it for today. As podcasts go, we've been here for an hour and a half. Chris has
Yeah,
only
we've been here for
1
ages.
hour.
Actually, it's gone like pretty quick.
I'm a fucking.
Good. Good little bit of podcasting. That. God, we're so. I don't know what the word is. Cool.
I'm going to finish on a point here. We'll be back again for some more podcast fun, I think. Yeah.
I agree. I think I'm freezing a
agree,
bit,
yeah.
but you know.
Yeah, my internet's hosting this, which is causing it to like suddenly everything's kind of struggling a tiny bit. So at some point it's going to cut out anyway, so we need to hurry this up. And we will try and do a podcast all together. as a
Excuse
group.
me. Sorry, that was horrific timing.
You could have muted, but you know.
Sorry.
Quiet.
Really bad. I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't. Yeah, but then when people would have been like, "What was that weird noise that just came out of Macca's mouth?" So just thought, you know, be transparent. Got an itchy eye.
I thoroughly
Right,
enjoyed this,
yeah.
gents. Next time we'll make sure Chris is on time.
Yeah.
All right.
True.
I mean, it's probably out of our control. But hopefully,
You can't say a word, man.
I was
Innit?
bang on
You're
time.
late in the physical
I-
every fucking time, bro. We meet for breakfast and
Right,
you're 2 hours late.
one word to call me. One word to call me. Efficient.
No,
I was
Late.
bang on time.
I told you.
When was
we were
last time I was
meeting
late?
15 minutes earlier. You got there 5 minutes earlier as opposed to the 15, and then kicked off because you were early.
Yeah, because I
You
felt
just
lied
didn't
to.
see it.
Time we
The
met,
trust had
you've been
gone.
late.
Yeah, but I felt like I was being lied to. Didn't like it. When's the last time I was late?
We've not
Today.
been anywhere.
It's been
Exactly.
lockdown,
So
so
I've
you've
not
had
been
it
late.
easy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when was the last time I was late? You can't even think of
About
it.
2.5 years ago, last time we went out, I
Late
remember,
to
bro.
the-
Right,
turn up
2.5
to the
years ago.
reception.
Wow. I mean, this is like classic cancel culture, guys. Just judging me on my past experiences and past things. This is ridiculous.
You're not
Right, let's
learning.
cancel Mac.
I'm a different person. I'm a different person.
Harrison,
God,
can you
right.
cancel Mac real quick?
I'm gonna cancel that guy. But,
And again.
anyway, thank you everyone
Shame.
for watching, everyone who did, and everyone who listened. And either way, it was just nice to talk to a few mates and do this kind of thing. So we'll see you again for the next one. So we might even change the name by the time we do the next one because
Fingers crossed.
sick guys. So that's
Sick
bye from
guys.
me. That's bye from
Me?
that one that way.
Oh, wrong way. It's so hard to the opposite. Like, wait, you're
Do you reckon we can all touch in the corner?
oh, fuck, you're there. So Harrison's there. So which way am I pointing? No, I'm pointing myself.
You're pointing down.
Down.
You just,
Oh, we've got a
so
touch in the
that's
corner.
right
I'm
from
moving
me,
away from the
Harrison.
camera. Oh, why my
Yeah, get
hands
the
are so
corner, guys.
weird?
Bottle of water.
Fucking alien hands.
Macca, have you got a bottle
Oh,
of water there?
why am I doing it so close?
Got a touch in the corner.
Wait.
Macaulay, have you got a
You guys
bottle of
are-
water?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
What?
Move it. Hey, Macca, I'm going to give you this bottle of water, okay?
Oh,
Oh my
it's
god.
the
you
wrong
did it
way. Fuck's sake.
Painful. I think we should end on
Right.
that.
Anyway, thanks for
It's been
watching.
a pleasure.
Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Bye.